Tonight I wanted to share some recipes real quick with you guys. These are the Roma tomatoes that I picked up from Aldi, and all I'm going to do is roast them in the oven at about 375 for about 30 minutes. They're out of the oven now and I'm letting them cool down. I am now going to add the minced garlic to my homemade spaghetti sauce. I'm going to put the tomatoes in my Ninja blender. Minced garlic, oregano, salt, pepper, thyme, and my tomatoes that are roasted in my blender now. A close-up view. Also putting in some black garlic as well. Parsley as well. Out of my blender now, all the spices together. I put it in a pan on the stove and I'm going to let it simmer for at least an hour and a half for the better flavor. Also want to add, this has no sugar, which was the main point of the homemade spaghetti sauce. No sugar, and it has a really good flavor. I really enjoyed this recipe. This is my chili bean recipe for today. This is ground white turkey meat. I'm just going to brown it in the frying pan. I'm adding organic cayenne pepper, about half a teaspoon or a little more, depending on your taste. I added about 2 teaspoons, depending on what you want. Now this is in my frying pan, preparing to cook and brown. Also added half a teaspoon of chili powder. I added about a half a cup of chicken bone broth to give it more flavor, and I let it soak in the meat. This is from Aldi's. I also added a hot chili seasoning mix. My meat is now browned and is simmering on the stove for about 10 minutes. I have now added my chili beans, and I have my meat and my broth and my spices all simmering on the stove in one pot now. I'm going to leave it on low heat for about 2 hours. So now I'm going to make some s'more croissants. I have added some sugar-free chocolate chips, marshmallows, and croissant rolls. Just gather your ingredients up just as you would at any crescent roll recipe. I added extra on top if it were falling out. At 350, 5 to 7 minutes. This is just pulled out of the stove. And here I topped it off with some sugar-free Hershey's syrup. This was a really great recipe just for something sweet without all the sugar. I hope you enjoyed my cooking video. Please subscribe and come back for more.